Guys, welcome back to another video of Dane's Great Journey. Checking back in. Don't mind the hair, I just got out of the shower just a couple minutes ago, and this is kind of how it looks if I don't completely dry it, because curly hair, you aren't supposed to completely dry it, so that's why it looks all like down and stuff, and then it froze back up once it dries off completely. But a little off topic there. So the topic of the video today, it's Friday, hope you guys are having a great day, is fear. I want you guys to think about fear and what that means to you and how it can sometimes control your life or control a certain situation in your life, or it could control a circumstance in your life. Now, my take on fear is everyone has fear eventually in their lives at some point. There's multiple things you can fear. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of not living up to your potential. There's so many things, and I mean, it's a big thing that holds a lot of people back in terms of, becoming the person they want to become or hitting the goals they want to hit. But I kind of want to open your guys' eyes to another way of looking at fear if you haven't already looked at it like this way. And the way I'm talking about is I look at fear as a byproduct of your thoughts. Now, what I mean by that is whatever you're thinking in a specific moment creates how you feel. So let's say I write down a goal and it's to, get to a certain income level every year. And then after I write down that goal, I start thinking about, am I actually going to be able to do it? Like, it's going to be so hard, this and that and that. So it's like my thinking is creating all of these thoughts in my head that are a byproduct of what fear creates in your life. So when you think of that, when you think of thinking and you think of fear, is fear really just your thoughts in the moment? Is it your thoughts about that specific thing right now, in the present moment? Think about that for a second, guys. You think lots of things in your life. You think millions of different thoughts every single day, and those thoughts create how you feel. So you actually feel those thoughts, and that creates a state of either happiness, of being in a bad mood, or just being, content. But it creates a state, whether it's good, bad, negative, neutral. Your thinking creates your feelings, and it creates a certain state that you're going to go into. So the next time you have a fearful thought, I want you to stop for a second and think about this for a second, and think about, am I really just feeling my thinking right now? Am I really just feeling the thoughts that are going through my head? Because you're going to create all these false thoughts in your head about what you think is possible, and they're not real. That's the thing. All your thoughts are made up in your mind, in the moment, and you're either going to feel those thoughts or you're going to think new thoughts and feel those thoughts. But everything you experience and everything you think of, you feel. So fear really becomes a byproduct of what you're thinking in the moment. Being fearful of taking a test that you weren't prepared for. You're thinking very hard about that test, when you're sitting in that room getting ready to take that test, and you're creating all these thoughts in your heads about, it's going to be so hard, I'm not ready, and you create this fear in the moment. You create it right away, guys, because of your thoughts. But if you can stop and reflect for a second and say, hey, hold on a moment, am I just having fearful thinking? Am I just really thinking a lot about this fear and creating it, and that's why I'm feeling this way? Think about that, guys. It's a little deep, but it's very simplistic if you understand it. And I mean, it's just becoming aware of it, about how your thoughts really control how you feel in the moment. Because throughout the whole day, your emotions change. You have ups, you have downs, you have times when you're just feeling content and normal. But those are all byproducts of thinking. Being in a car, in traffic, do you have good thoughts or bad thoughts? I'm not going to, there's so much traffic, this, that creates my thinking and creates my feeling in the moment. Or I'm listening to music, I'm having a good time, it's a great day, it's beautiful out, I live in a great area. That thinking creates a different feeling. So think about that in terms of fear, guys. The next time you start doubting something, or you start doubting what you're doing in your life, or you start getting fearful of whatever it might be, just realize that you're feeling what you're thinking right now. So if you can just sit back and reflect and just try and not think so hard and be in the moment and relax and just get clear and present and breathe and chill and not think so much. Become present. You know, we're in a world where there's so much going on, and it's hard to, you know, really be in the experience of the now, of what's going on now. And that's, I think, something very important that you could also work on too. So reflect when you feel you're thinking, when you're feeling that, you know, all those thoughts about not being able to accomplish something, or all the doubts in your head, and just understand that that's a byproduct of what you're feeling right then and there, and you can completely change it by just sitting back and letting your mind go blank and chilling and relaxing and being present. And that fear will float away. It will leave your mind, because your thoughts are creating that reality of fearful thinking. It's pretty deep, guys, but like, if you just think about it a little bit, it really can change your perspective on fear. And if you're fearful of, you know, taking a chance or doing something, understand that that fear, and like, once you understand that whole process of that you're just thinking it and it's a false reality in your head, you can then go do it, and you can go attack it, and you can go, you know, approach that person or take that job opportunity, or just go for it, because you know whatever you're creating in your head is a false reality of what actually is going on. So I want you guys to think about that, and I hope you guys have a great rest of this Friday. Go out, think about that, guys. Think about that. I know it's impacted me just understanding this concept, and I think it will for you too. And I'll come back with another video next week, and have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for watching.